G'day, Nigel here from Sax School. Well, today we're going to learn another cool Christmas tune, and in this lesson we're going to learn Santa Baby. Now, this is a great Christmas tune. Eartha Kitt recorded a great version of it. I don't know if that was the original one. Michael Bublé did a great version. Tons of people have done a wonderful version of this tune. It's a fun tune, kind of jazzy and swingy as well. I've written an arrangement for this tune which puts it in a nice comfy key for the saxophone, and that's what we're going to learn in this lesson. So I'll tell you what, I'll start by let's play it through. I'm going to play through the backing track. I'll show you the video that I actually made with all of my different saxophones, and I'm going to swap the melody between the tenor and the alto and the bari in this as well. But it'll give you an idea of how the melody works, and then we'll go back and we'll learn the melody all the way through on the tenor sax. Here we go. Okay, it's a fun little arrangement, and actually I quite like swapping between the instruments because it mixes things up and keeps it a bit more interesting. But the melody itself is quite simple, and I've put this in a more comfy key for the saxophone. So for us, we're actually going to be in the key of F major for this tune. That means we're going to have B flats all the way through. So remember, B flats, you can play the B finger with the B flat key there. You could use two keys, like the A fingering and the bottom side key here as well. I'm probably going to use this one most because it's most comfortable for me, and I think it's the most efficient as well when you're moving between keys. Now there's really only two sections to learn in this tune, so we're going to move through pretty quick, so stick with me. Make sure you've got your saxophone in your hand so you can follow through with the fingering as we go. And here we go, let's get started. So you'll notice from the arrangement that there's 4 bars of the band coming in. There's a pickup, and then the rest of the horn section and the band do 4 bars first before we come in. If you're looking at your music, we come in at figure A. So you'll notice that there's before figure A, there's a long bar, or a bar with a big long line and a number 4. That means 4 bars of rest. There's an additional bar before that's also a bar of rest. So you might be saying, Nigel, how come I got 5 bars of rest on my music, but you're saying I'm coming in on after 4 bars? Well, the very first empty bar is where the pickup is do do do. If you listen to the arrangement, it goes do 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 dum, and that's the first full bar. So that we've got the pickup bar, then we've got 4 full bars of the band, and then we come into figure 8. You with me? Okay, so the first part of the melody sounds like this. C, F, D, F, and then we go up to high A flat, to A flat, A flat, A. So remember A flat, you've got your little finger down here as well as your 3 fingers for G. Same as G sharp. So from the start again, C, F, D, F, octave keys on for those notes. A flat, A flat, A, G, F, D, C sharp, C, F, D. That's kind of the first little section. Let's do that one more time. So we go 1, C, F, D, F, A flat, A flat, A, G, F, D, C sharp, no fingers for that, and no octave key, down to C natural, F, D, and the octave keys back on for the F and back on for the D. Should we try that much? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay? And kind of we use the same shape of that melody for the rest of this phrase actually. So going off from there, we go back up to the high F, F, A flat, A flat, A, G, F, D, C, F, D. We already know those notes, right? It's what we just did on the first section. So let's do that again. F, A flat, A flat, A, G, F, D, C, F, D. Should we try playing it? From our F, octave keys on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we finish off this section by going high A, up to high C, C, B flat, C, A, down to low C, octave keys off, back up to D with the octave key on, and then up to F. So one more time, start with the octave key on, A, C, C, B flat, C, A, down to C, so low C, octave keys off, up to D with octave keys on, and then finish on F. Should we try that? So it starts again at the end of the bar. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when I'm showing you this, I'm really trying to exaggerate my finger movement just to make it clear in the video so you can see what I'm doing with my fingers. But when you're playing yourself, it's so important that you keep your fingers so they're touching those keys all the time. And particularly your left wrist here, you don't really want to be seeing this going up and down too much like this as you go in between the octave key. You really want to find a comfy position, nice open C shape like that on your hand, have your hand on your saxophone, and everything here, from here backwards up to your arm, up to your shoulder, should really not move at all. It should be nice and relaxed and in the one position. Very, very important. So let's try putting all of that together from figure A where we come in. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, here we go. All right, awesome. Then the second half of this section is exactly the same. So let's do it as if it's the second time. 3, 4. If you listen, look at the music, by the way, this is bar 14. 3, 4, 1. Okay, so that's pretty easy, right? The first A section is actually one part that's repeated twice. So they're dead easy. So we've actually only got one section left to learn because there's that section we've just done, then there's a middle section which we're about to learn now, and then at the end is the same as the first section. Piece of cake, right? So let's look at the middle section, the section number B in your music, or bar 22. Okay, so here we're going to start on high A with an octave key on, and we're going to go A, E, A, E, E, A, B. So one more time, starting on those two with the octave key. A, E, A, E, E, A, B. And then A, F sharp, so middle finger, F sharp, D, E, D, A, F sharp, E. So let's do all that fingering again. Remember, if you've got your saxophone, make sure you've got it in your hand and do those fingerings along with me as we go through. You ready? High A. So 3, 4, 1. A, E, A, E, E, A, B. A, F sharp, E, D, A, F sharp, E. You with me? Let's try playing that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And one more time for good luck. 3, 4. Okay, kind of flows nicely, that, doesn't it? Let's look at the second half of this B section. So now we're going to start same kind of pattern, but we're going to start on high G this time. So G, octave key on. We go D, G, G, D, G, D, G, G, A. So all I'm doing is to go from G to D, adding that left hand down, right? So again, G, G, D, G, D, G, G, A. Then we go G up to high C, down to B flat. So I'm moving my finger over onto that B flat key. D down to C sharp, D up to high A flat, G. So a few notes to think about there, isn't there? So one more time. So G, G, D, G, D, G, G, A, G, C, B flat, D, C sharp, D, A flat, G. Let's try playing it really, really slowly. You ready? From the G, bar 26. 2, 3, 4, 1. So that bit's easy. Let's look at the next bit. So just be careful when you go D, D down to C sharp. We take our octave key off of that C sharp and then put it back on for the D. You with me? Okie dokie. So that's all the middle section. Let's just put all of that middle section together now. So back to figure B, and we'll play right down to figure C. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so then we go into figure C, which is the same as the first section. And that's it. That's all the notes you need to know for this tune. Now, there's only one thing we've got left to talk about really, and that's the geography of the tune, or the layout of it. So if you have a look at your music, you'll notice that there's a repeat sign at the beginning of where we start, as figure A, or after the band intro. And there's also a repeat sign at the end of the tune. It's a bar 37. And there's also one other thing. So those repeat signs, they bounce us from one repeat sign back up to the other repeat sign, okay? But the other thing that's added in the mix is that before that end repeat sign, we've got a first time ending. And if you have a look at that in your music, that's bar 35 for 3 bars. That's kind of like, that's the ending we play the first time we play through this repeated section. So we start at the top, band intro. We start playing figure A, we play all the way down through into figure B, into figure C, into that first time ending, and we hit that repeat sign and we bounce back to figure A. Okay, and we go all the way down through figure A, through figure B, through figure C, but we don't play the first time ending. This second time through, we jump down and we do the second time ending, and that's down at bar 38, and that takes us right to the end of the music. Now for us, the second time ending is actually exactly the same as the first time ending. The reason that we've got a first and a second time ending is because for the full band arrangement, the band is playing something different that second time through. Okay, so that's pretty much it. It's a dead simple arrangement. Now the last thing I want to quickly tell you about is that you'll notice that when I played it through with the backing track, I embellished the melody a little bit. I changed things up a little bit and added a few things in to just make it a little bit more fun, I suppose. Because when I listen to this tune, I always think it sounds kind of sexy, a bit raunchy, a bit sort of bendy, you know? So with my embouchure, I'm trying to keep it nice and loose. I'm doing lots of scoops up to notes. I'm doing fall-offs from notes as well. And then I'm sticking a couple of little extra notes in there as well, all from the F major scale, because we're in the key of F major, just to embellish it a little. So if you're ready, if you're feeling really comfy with the arrangement, got all the notes down, the final step really is to have a listen to what I'm doing when I am embellishing it and see if you can have a go at adding some of those things into your playing as well. And it's, you know, it's a great thing to do, to record yourself and listen back and see which things worked and which things maybe you won't do next time. And you know, do that a couple of times and you'll be amazed at how quickly you can really bring your recording to life. So have some fun playing this. Don't forget to leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the lesson. And why not set yourself a challenge of recording yourself playing this tune? Just stick your phone or your iPad up and video yourself playing it along with the backing track, and then stick it on Facebook or stick it on YouTube and share with other people how you're getting on with your saxophone playing, because it's wonderful to get some feedback from people to encourage you along the way and to share what you're doing. Keep practicing hard. Have a great Christmas. I'll see you next time.